Hey guys, JV, this is my channel, Wasting Gas. So today I'm coming to you with a question specifically to Corvette and GM type peoples in mechanics, or people that have experience constantly breaking their cars. Anyone that has been following along my channel has seen that I have had not the greatest of luck with my car recently. And I've been having a lot of little issues. I actually just picked it up a little while ago from Cooper's Corvettes again, and yeah, I'm just kind of everyone's kind of scratching their heads at this point. Everyone's just kind of like doesn't know what's happening. So here's the deal. I've talked about it in other videos before, and I'll link those somewhere if you want to take a look at that one. But basically, I'm having issues with the BCM, the body control module, and traction control, traction management, and all that, those kind of electronic wizardry things. Basically, the magic inside the boxes has stopped being magical and is now being not magical and being basically rocks, and they don't work anymore. Technical terms, I know. ASC certified. No, I'm not. Basically, the symptoms are that I get the service traction management and service traction control and service active handling, and all that stuff comes on and lights up my dash, and then obviously because it disables all of that, then I don't have cruise control, I lose ABS, I lose all those systems basically get shut off. The issue is it's completely and totally random. I've had it happen sitting at a stoplight. I've had it happen cruising at highway speeds. I've had it happen cruising at, more city street speeds, going a little bit slower. I have no idea when or why it happens. There's really no rhyme or reason. When the shop hooks up the computer, the only codes that they really get are codes dealing with the brake pedal sensor switch thing. Basically, it's a switch that tells the computer at what position the brake pedal's at, and that has been replaced several times. The BCM has been replaced now once by the dealerships. An actual Chevy dealer replaced these switches and the BCM, as well as Cooper Corvettes has replaced this switch a few times. Then it needs to be recalibrated, and that's a bunch of craziness with that. It has to go back to the dealer and this and that and whatnot. But that has all been done several times, and the last time that it happened, I drove the car, I don't know, for another week or two. I even had a full track day with it. And it was perfectly fine, didn't have any issues. The active handling worked, everything saved my butt a few times the way that it should, and didn't have any issues. Then, a few days after that, I'm driving the car back after getting the AC fixed for the millionth time, and I get to service my active handling and service my traction control and all that stuff. I don't even know. I'm kind of at wit's end. So I just took it back. They've had it now again for another week or two, and they've kind of gone through. They've searched all the different sensors, like at the wheels and whatnot, the speed sensors. They've searched whatnot. We haven't pulled everything apart, looking for maybe a pinch in the wiring harness, which is an idea, but if that were the case, then I feel like it would happen more often than what it's happening now. I feel like it would be more consistent with the way that it manifests itself. It's happened at so many different types of driving. I've driven it hard. The guys at Cooper's, they drove it, as hard as you can on the street, trying to see if they could replicate, and they couldn't. I've driven it on the track, and I couldn't replicate it. So I don't know. I just don't understand what's going on. They went through and they basically swapped my brake fluid. They completely rebled the brakes, which honestly hasn't, I don't know, I haven't had any issues with it. I haven't changed out all my fluid ever since one lap. I hadn't been feeling any issues with the brakes. I hadn't gotten any fade. But the pedal is noticeably stiffer now than what it was before they bled it. So perhaps just needed some fresh fluid in the system. Maybe it was just, a little bit more travel than what there should have been. I don't know. And it was throwing the computer off. I don't know. We'll see. So they completely rebled the brake system and whatnot. And I actually need to go back and now swap out all the fluid for Motul, because I'm pretty sure they didn't use Motul. I'm sure they just used, regular whatever the car's supposed to have. So I need to go and redo that. But that's not a big deal. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know if hopefully that helps. I've now driven the car for, I don't know, another 100 miles or so since I picked it up, and I haven't had any issues, knock on car. We'll see. I'm actually on a semi-long trip this weekend, going to be going out of town for a little bit and having some fun, but I decided to take the Corvette just to kind of see. Worst case scenario is I get some lights on my dash and it's annoying and I get angry and I drive it off the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Maybe I'll let my wife out. I don't know. If I'm going to suffer, everybody's going to suffer. No? I don't know. We'll see. I'm kidding if that actually happens, though. It was a joke. If it happens, it was an accident. Anyway, hopefully the trip will either bring out the problem again or we'll be good to go, and I don't know. I'll schedule another track day here soon and see what it does, see what happens. Anyways, the point to this video is, please, seriously, anybody that's had these issues, let me know. Comment below. Find me on Instagram. I'll put that information somewhere here. And, if you send me a direct message or whatever, let me know what you guys have seen or dealt with or whatnot. Because we spoke to, like I said, I've had it at dealerships. I've had it with Coopers that has goo gobs of knowledge and experience with Corvettes. We've talked to a few different tuners and gotten their takes. So they've seen one or two cars with similar issues, but not that many at the same time. Not as many have as many miles as I have on this car. I'm at 62,000 now. And not as many have lived the life that this one has had. So really, I guess maybe my question is more towards the track rats that have beat on the cars. I know there's Corvettes that have had much rougher lives than this car, but I don't know. Anybody that has experienced similar issues or situations, please hit me up. Let me know what you either did to fix it or whether I just need to take my losses and let the car rot or something. That's not going to happen. But, I don't know. Again, hit me up, let me know, and I will post up whenever I have figured anything out, or let you know if it has made it through the weekend, let you know, whatever I figured out. I constantly post my track days and things like that, so keep up and see if the issues continue to arise. Before I get the questions and whatever, because I've had several conversations with other Corvette owners that are afraid to drive their cars on the track now. Listen, the things that I'm going through are not typical. It's not something that happens all the time. It's not something that happens to a lot of Corvettes. I'm very much in the low end percentage of people that are having issues. Also, a lot of the issues that I'm having are it's just bad luck. It's bad luck and bad timing. So take your cars out to the track, have fun, enjoy it, beat on it, just take care of it, and it'll take care of you. It really will. So don't be afraid to enjoy your car, especially for someone that's going to do 1 or 2 track days a year. There's absolutely no reason. This car has done thousands of track miles. and I'm just now having little itty-bitty issues here and there. Yeah, they're annoying, but, you know, it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal, really. So, anywho, yeah. Anyways, hit me up, like, hit thumbs ups on the videos, subscribe, keep up with the continuing drama and saga of the Triple Vet and whether or not it's going to stay on the road for more than a week before it has to go back to a shop. On a depressing bye, peace out.